Z Warriors, MrWaffles here, and you guys are probably wondering what was that I was just doing. It was just a little Spanish excerpt because we're going to be talking about Mexican Goku. And sorry for any people that might get offended out there, it's just for a little joke. But Mexican Goku, also known as Turles, is basically who we're going to be talking about since Set 3 is right around the corner. I just want to give you guys a little taste of at least the MPs, and then I'll do like a little style breakdown of each style of what we have to work with in Set 3. With Turles, I'm going to be talking about his powers 1 through 4, as well as his name cards and what styles he'll work best in right now. So, again, sorry for anyone that's offended, but I mean, it's basically Goku, just a little darker, so I just figured, hey, Mexican Goku. So, we're going to be talking about Turles. So, his level, well, Turles in general, to give you an overview, he's really all about anti-endurance. So, this can be really good in red because auto crit. It can be good in pretty much any deck for the most part. I think red and Sane utilize them the best, and probably black. Sorry. So we're just gonna be doing a little breakdown. So Turles level 1 is constant. I think it's all your attacks do +2 power stages. I'm not sure if it's styled or not, can't remember, but +2 stage buff, and your damage cannot be prevented. So I see this working really well in like a Sane Energy Beats deck, because you gain anger regardless if the attack is stopped or not. And if it does hit, you gain the stages back. So it's a free energy, as well as you just hit hard off the bat. So just keep doing things like Sane, probably domination, just cancel stuff out. So probably like Sane left kick, does life. So you just kind of just gun for the life deck. So I can see that really utilized in Sane a lot. I feel for the other styles, probably needs to like level up to really get the benefit. But then again, also in black, you have some really good heavy energy attacks and physicals as well if you can get them low enough. So we'll see what happens as the set goes on. His level 2 is an energy attack, costs 2 stages. It's for 5. It's energy attack, costs 2 stages. It does 5 stages. So it's kind of weird to do stages kind of thing, because most energies attack does life. But so energy attack does 5 stages and it costs 2 stages. And if it hits, your opponent either pays 3 stages, or they raise their or you raise your anger 2, and you may use a critical damage effect, and the damage cannot be prevented. So in decks that are going against this that can level up pretty quickly, you probably might want to take the stages. Also depends on your hand. You might just want to give them the anger. If they're playing Sane, you probably just going to give them the anger because they can't win by MPPV anyway. I guess if it's something like red, you probably might want to take the stages so they don't level up even further, because then that's 3 anger because they get 2 off the effect, and then they can use a critical damage effect so they get another anger. So, or in orange, maybe you don't want them to get a drill or something like that, so you might want to block the attack. But it all depends on the situation at the time. But I think that power is pretty good because level 1 lacks a power, so it's a little bit behind. So that's why I like Sane, because it gets you to that level too, and you can just do another action every turn. So I would say his level 2 can really work well in also black, because there'll be I think 6 and 1, so 6 stages, 1 life, pretty good. It also has some conjunction with black, I think Black Barrage or something like that. It's an energy attack, and if it hits, your opponent either pays like 4 stages or something like that, and or discards a card from their hand. So pretty sure if they don't have the stages to pay, you can knock a card out of their hand. So it's a lot of conjunction with some cool styles and things like that. It's really good if you're going against orange, because you just go for the stages right away, and it's cool because the energy attack that does stages. So cards like Sane Dive Burst and stuff like that, can really catch your opponent off guard. In blue, I don't really see it being that great. I mean, I might be wrong, but I think it probably works best right now in probably red, Sane, and then black, and then orange and blue. Just because with orange you need the stages, and then if they stop it, it's like, okay, I lose the stages. With red, you level up so pretty quickly, so you get your stages back, and with Sane, you gain the stages. So the whole thing with Turles, I feel, is a lot of stage management. So you have to be very careful. His level 3 is a power where you banish the top 3 cards of your opponent's discard pile, and he has a constant that says, I think all your attacks do +3 stages, and your opponent cannot endure, or damage cannot be prevented. So adds that extra buff factor, and in red it's good because you get the extra beats in there to really dwindle down your opponent's stages. And in insane it's good so that way you can use an energy attack and still get the benefit of doing stage damage as well as life card damage. And his level 4 is a power I think that says physical attack. All your This attack does plus X stages plus X life, and that's the amount of stages your opponent is above 0. And endurance cannot be used as combat. So you could probably, if you have a good hand, start off with that. They take a lot of damage and life that can't be endured, so it's definitely a game ender. So Turles is definitely a good MP in the mix to really make sure like, oh, do I want this attack to hit? It's going to do a lot of life. So insane, since they have like that early lead, it's pretty good just because like right off the bat, energy for this, you just take it, gain anger, gain stages, energy or that. So I can see it with like cards like Sane Multi Blast, hits, just keep chaining, keep comboing, Sane Grab to really just get some more attacks in there and stuff like that. I think it actually might be better than Vegeta Insane, to be honest with you, because Vegeta stuff has to hit, and it's more prone to Dragon Ball 2, whereas Turles doesn't really care. So, but we'll see what happens in the future with later cards that might come out to maybe change this around. I think for his name cards, I think we have the setup, which is Turles Fruit. A lot of my friends say Turles is Stupid Fruit, but it's a setup that says use at the start of your planning step, and you gain 6 anger, and you can't declare combat. Um, Again, you lose your MPPV victory. And Insane, I don't really see it being used. I mean, you have that card Sane Freedom, which can get it out, but I don't just see it being played just because you gain anger so quickly because it's Sane. Red, you probably want to win by MPPV, so I don't see any point in that. I guess in decks like blue or orange or black, or probably any other styles you might want to, but black can gain anger pretty quickly as well, so I'm not really a fan of his name card compared to all the other MP's name cards so far, because we haven't got Slug yet. But compared to like Willow and Garlic Jr., that one just kind of falls off the wayside, just because I don't really see the synergy. I think it probably could have been something where it probably gives you an extra buff and stuff like that. I think that would have been better since you're trying to get stronger. Um, and his other name card is Turles Energy Ring. So it's an energy attack that costs 1 stage. It does 5 life cards plus attack table stages, and if it hits, if it did not deal critical damage, gets to stay in table to be used again. So his energy attack is really good on like level 1, 3, and 4. Level 2 not so much, because if it's level 2, they can still use endurance, so it can just stop it. But on level 1, if you play it, and let's say they don't stop it, it's 5 life cards, and then plus attack table stages, it's gonna deal critical damage, and since it hit, it can do it again. So his name cards are just like, nothing too game breaking, and again, nothing has to actually really be broken, but it's just like, it's okay, I guess. Nothing too great. So overall, I think Turles is a great addition to the mix if you build your deck around heavy, hard-hitting attacks, especially like in Sane or something like that. He's definitely probably the go-to guy just because straight up endurance. I'll probably just run a lot of energy blocks too, just because against Ginyu, they can just get out Goldo and kind of really keeps you at bay. So you really just want to probably have the energy block for that, and probably just get rid of it with a PowerPoint or a spin kick or something like that. So I like to see what direction Turles can really delve into, especially when we see all the other cards coming out in the set. So it's just a little excerpt, little video like that, and we're gonna do more MPs. So Mexican Goku is gonna make its way. Anti-endurance is really cool. In blue, they also got a drill that says endurance can't be used, so it'll be counterintuitive with Turles for the most part. But we have a lot of good stuff coming out, especially red. It's like bonkers this set, so I wouldn't be surprised if red Turles was dominating the meta. Sorry. Because red has a lot of stuff to create and get rid of allies, so it doesn't really care about the Gaining Force allies, and then you're gaining anger off of it. So I think it's all around just amazing. So with Turles, I guess, what do you guys think? Do you guys think he's good? You guys think he should be better? He's bad? Let me know in the comment section down below. So until next time, Z Warriors, Mr. Waffles out.